Good morning. How you guys doing? I'm Dave. See, can you tell by my shirt? I'm out here walking this morning. A little cloudy, so that's good. Ooh, got woodpeckers. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's a cat. Got all these animals out and about. 60 years old. Anyway, I am 60 years old. It's crazy. Happy birthday to me. I think I mentioned this on the other video, but I was just wanted to talk about it. 6 decades. 6 decades. That's incredible. I do not feel like I've been on this planet for 6 decades. I think that's crazy. With my family history and stuff, I thought I'd make it to, hold on. I didn't think I'd make it in to 5 decades, especially since my brother died at 52. My mom, she died in her early 60s. Yeah, may they both rest in peace. I've been doing better. It's been a crazy year. I got down to 175, but then I started having to go in and out of the hospital and broke some metatarsals in my foot, and then had some surgery on my foot, which kind of threw me off from my routine. Still carnivore, about 95%, because like I said before, I do drink coffee, and I eat sauerkraut and avocados. That's pretty much it. I do sneak a cookie every so often. I know. Oh, they're so bad for you. But I'm getting back into walking again. I can't walk as far as I did when I was at my height before I started having issues with my injuries. But I'm getting back there. And I wanted to talk to you guys about, as these decades go by, I am acutely aware that I have a lot fewer decades left. So it's increasing the value of each decade, each half decade, and every year, and trying to do every day. So my thoughts on things are changing. Not recently, yeah, you could say recently, the past 6 months I've been studying Italian. Parlo molto bene italiano, spero che aprende más. That was kind of Spanish there. So I'm getting it. I can answer a lot of things. I understand about 90% Italian. I can only speak at about a 50% rate. But I'll take it, and I'm getting better, because what I would do is I took phrases. I made a couple of paragraphs about what I like to do, and the things I do with the family and stuff, and then I broke it down, and I put it into ChatGPT. Yes, there's a lot of AI slop, and don't get me started on that. But you can use it for a good thing. And then I broke it down and made sentences. There's a really good polyglot named Mikhail. I forget his last name, but he says, you make your couple of paragraphs that what you like to do, and then you translate it into your target language. You have it repeat. I think he says 5 times, 3 times, 5 times, and then you repeat it. You put it in an audio. You give it you can clone a voice, or you can give it an Italian voice, and you rip I'm showing my age there. The audio for it in Italian and in English, and then you repeat it. And there's a few videos that I just listened to that does the sentences, and then I repeat them. And you have to repeat them out loud. So it's not just listening to it. Like some people would say, hey, you need to listen to shows in that language. That helps, but you need to speak it. You need to repeat it aloud and speak it so that you can switch. Because I speak fluent German, Spanish, and of course, English sometimes. So now I can count that I'm getting there with Italian. Now after Italian, I plan on learning either a couple of the Scandinavian languages, because they're like sister languages to German, and so that'll be easy. So I'm going for these easier languages that are relative, because j'ai parlé un petit peu français, j'ai détesté la fromage, je suis 29 ans. So I took French for 2 years in college. I used to be better at it. I can still understand a lot because you start seeing a lot of similarities. But I don't count that I speak French, because I don't. Those are phrases I've memorized. It always threw me off with when coming to writing French, because writing French just didn't sound, it didn't look like it sounded. And so I always had an issue with that. I did pretty good in French, mainly because the grad student that was teaching it liked me, and I kind of liked her. So that's when we won't go into more details on that. So I got B's in my French class. Anyway, oh my goodness. So I'm working on these languages because I would like to learn and get up to 10 languages. I think that's good. Or at least one language per decade, 6 languages. That'd be cool. Now there's also some other languages that are similar but strongly different to Spanish, is of course Italian, Portuguese, and Tagalog, which is from the Philippines. Now that's a mix of Spanish and the original island language, and I forget the history behind that, but my sister was married to a cool Filipino guy, and they lived in the Philippines by Imus Cavite, next to Manila, and I went there when I was like 16 years old. Blonde hair, blue eye guys in Southeast Asia. Oh my goodness, I had a really good time. Yeah, so, and imagine my sister, she was blonde hair, blue eyes. She was born in Germany, so she spoke German and English and Tagalog. So imagine her going to the market and speaking Tagalog in the market. So I thought that was cool. Now, so you have the similarities to Spanish and similar to German. So I can get those out. So that should give me another, I'm working on Italian, that should give me Portuguese will be on my list to study. And then, of course, Tagalog. I like to work on my Tagalog, because I can still to this day say curse words and stuff like, and then I can say yes and no, sige, inde, some other words. But one thing I remember is a commercial that I saw over there called for San Miguel beer. It was like Walang Katapa, San Miguel beer. It's like the best thing ever. Those are what I'm working on. But I think I will next go into one of the Scandinavian languages that are very similar to German, Dutch, Norwegian, Finnish, one of those, Swedish. because Sweden, I think, speaks German, and it's French, I think. So I'll go into that. So I'm working on that. Let's see. Then what else? So talking about the languages. The next thing is, that I wanted to look at is that I am going to be doing a few more. I'm increasing my reading again, but I've changed how I read. I used to just listen to audiobooks, and then I would read for 10 pages a day, and that came from the Hard 75, or the 75 Hard. I mixed it up, which I had to do twice because I messed up on day 41, so I had to redo it. But it's good to get that. It helps build a foundation. And then I also need to start doing some more exercising so I can trim down again this extra weight that I picked back up from not walking. So I'm looking at doing the Evil Russian push-up program again, because that's a 2 weeks thing to help build up the strength. Once I do that, I want to start doing a form of burpees, but it's hard for me with my back and my foot. But I believe I can do it if I put my mind to it. And then, but going back to the way I was changed with my reading. Now, I did the 52 books in a year challenge. I like challenges. It motivates me. I ended up listening to about 60 some odd books in the year, but I can't say that I retained a lot of that knowledge. It's in there, and when I listen to these books again, it comes back, a lot of it, some of it doesn't. But what I'm changing about my reading style is that I'll incorporate the reading 10 pages and then taking notes. Because I find that and also speaking aloud. It used to be where it was normal that people would read aloud. I think there's one person that was shocked when they saw people reading and not speaking it aloud. But I forget that. See? That's why I need to work on this. So I'll take notes as I'm reading. I think it helps to absorb it better. And there's a number of books I want to get back to read, and new books. There's so many out there. So it's funny, 60 years old, and I'm turning into another student of life because I want to just absorb anything. Now, this is for my personal goals. I enjoy it. I'm pretty much retired now. I know I'm not going to go back to work. Nobody's going to hire me. And I'm okay with that. I don't need to work for somebody else who's just going to use my what I bring into them and stuff. But anyway, that's another. Ooh, cardinal. Squirrel. Anyway, well, I'm going to cut it off there. Excuse my rambling today. I'm a happy camper that I'm 60 years old. 6 decades. Wow. So what are you guys doing? Are you continuing to learn? Do you want to be a polyglot and learn multiple languages? Do you speak multiple languages? Do you want to become a polymath, like a Renaissance man or woman? And do you want to learn multiple things, like Michelangelo or Da Vinci, and like a regular Renaissance? And you can do that. You can be a jack of all trades. And I hate that phrase, jack of all trades, master of none, because that's actually not a complete phrase, because you end up, like in the Renaissance thing, knowing how to do so much, and so much that we've lost because we're just buried in our screens now. But, so yeah, let me know, like and subscribe, and then I will talk to you later. Thank you. God bless.